morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 17th of June. Now I am shooting inside, guys. It's bleak, grey, raining, all the above. It's just miserable outside, so I'm in here with my doggos. I've got Sophie is here. Not bad to shoot in my daughter's room again, guys. And I've got Sprocky. Where is he? He's sitting with the, is it a leopard? I think it's a leopard. This is my daughter's room. As you know, she is obsessed with cats, guys. She does homeschooling, so she's in the lounge room doing her schoolwork and assignments and things at the moment. So I snuck in here, guys. Now a little bit of admin. Welcome anybody new to my channel. I've got a lot of wonderful new subscribers. Feel free to comment down below. We built a community here where we let each other know what's going on in our countries. We often don't see it on mainstream media, so that's, you know, it's kind of nice to get it directly from people who are living in these places in different parts of the world. Now, first off, I haven't got much admin, guys. I've just got a little bit. What's with Chris Luxon in New Zealand and the PMG, which is the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, PNG, meeting with the Prime Minister. I wasn't quite sure what was that was over. It was almost like Chris Luxon was like helping Papua New Guinea. So I think we need to find out a little bit more about that. But there was an interview with the two of them together. And Papua New Guinea is that area I tell you about where China's trying to move in around that Pacific region. They're the ones with the diamond mines, I'm pretty sure, up there. So Chris Luxon's connecting with Papua New Guinea. There's something going on. I would say it's about support or trade, but I will look into that more, guys. Just saw it briefly. Maybe you guys in New Zealand might know more about that. Just seemed coincidental that we've been talking about Papua New Guinea here for so long. And then Chris Luxon is meeting with their Prime Minister. And also we've got the Chinese Premier here in Li Kuang or something like that. I don't know his name. But he's here for a few days meeting with everyone. He was meeting with the Premier of South Australia. Oh, God, guys, this Chinese thing is getting very tiring down under. We know Elbow's selling us off everywhere. And, of course, all they do, and I remember this happened before, is talk about the pandas at the zoo. So I'm guessing the panda things like, we use panda as our code word, actually, for China here. So they're still showing just pretty much the panda bear debacle. Apparently the pandas aren't mating, so they're going to have to give us a different couple of bears or something like this. I don't even know what it's about. But, oh, God, guys, what's with the energy around this? What is going on here? At Parliament House in Canberra yesterday, and I think today while he's here, there's Australians, well, they're protesting about these Australian journalists, an Australian journalist that has been captured in China. Not quite exactly sure what the protest is about, but these protests are following this premier around, this Chinese premier around Australia. So I'll keep you up to date on what's happening there. So we've got the protests about the Chinese premier sort of being here, actually, calling out the control, apparently. This can't be good, guys. It's not looking good for Oz, is it? Oh, no. Anyway, all right. Cheers, everyone. I have got my cup of tea. I'll close my eyes. We'll get started and we'll see what comes up. Oh, it's so cold here today. It was -1 this morning. And it's starting to warm up a little bit. Actually, strangely, the rain makes it a little bit warmer, doesn't it? All right. Let's get started and we'll see what comes up. I'm getting that people are getting really fired up now. They're showing me people with their placards ready to march. We know it's happening in London. We know it's happening across Europe. Well, it's happening here in Oz, near Parliament House, around this leader visiting from China. People are tired. People can't keep doing this. It's too tiring for people, guys. I think we all agree the tired energy is getting, like, over the top. Actually, you know, it was weird this morning. My daughter said to me something about, Mum, don't you think it's unfair that we work ourselves into the ground, and all these like big wealthy elite people seem to be the only ones making money out of it. I thought, oh, very wise words, young lady. I said, yes, what do you think my channel is all about? And she goes, huh? Because, of course, they never watch Mum's channel, do they? What would Mum know? But I thought that was interesting, because that means that maybe the young generation are starting to wake up to things, guys, because I don't talk to her about it. She doesn't listen to me. But obviously she's got that information from somewhere. She's starting to see the imbalance in the world as well. Let's keep going. Oh, makes your nose run when it's cold, doesn't it? Sorry, guys. You know how professional I am on this channel? God. I'm getting Europe won't give in. Europe's really standing up. I keep getting that like Germany's really staying in their power, and now I'm getting like Europe's really rising. The energy's really lifting in Europe. You right, Soph? Oh, they're so tired. The energy's really lifting in Europe. People are fighting back. People are standing up. They're becoming like well-drilled soldiers. But this is as the voice for the little people. They're becoming more regimented with their protest marches. They're becoming more structured. There's a lot going on around Europe in these protest marches. A lot more structure, a lot more people, and a lot more structure to these protests. All right. This is good, guys. We need people standing up. And I'm still getting the climate change agenda is very high in the narrative. I think we could all agree with that. And like we've been saying, nothing's making sense. Here we are, we're all in, pretty much, not all, but most of us are in rain, grey skies, perhaps geoengineered, man-made, manipulated. But there's not a lot of the heat going on, especially for a lot of people who are in summer. You're not getting a lot of heat. But I'm still getting this global warming, global boiling visuals. They're going to start to happen. They're going to start to happen, and not far away. You're going to start to really get this. It's saying like spoon-fed to you, like a baby. The governments are going to spoon-feed this narrative to you, because they have to they have to highlight the emergency that climate change is. It's an absolute dire emergency that has to be dealt with. This is why they have to push this so hard, even if it's fake trickery. Like I said, using visuals from a few years ago, that catastrophic fires, etc., this kind of thing to trick people that this could be going on in different parts of the world too, because how would we know? Because mainstream media never tells the truth. We pretty much know that. So they could tell us anything and no one would be the wiser. All right. I'm getting visuals for us. This is us BS detectors, Maverick, Rebel, Braveheart, freedom fighters. We're like gliding now in a glider. They're showing us in this plane. We always talk about us seeing things from a very high vantage point, like an eagle soaring, or from a hot air balloon or something like this. And now I'm getting this glider. It's like we're still steering our plane, but we're in this very peaceful state. I'm imagining if you're gliding, there's no engine sound, and you're still in control. It's like being a bird, really looking for thermals, flying your own plane, still being high above everything and detached from everything. So now I'm getting this glider energy. We've found this much calmer and more peaceful energy, vibrational frequency, guys, is what I'm getting. We're no longer having to be the, well, it's saying they're like Tom Cruise fighter pilot going through the canyons like at high speed, getting off the radar and zipping out and away and all this kind of stuff. We're just smoothly gliding above everything now. We've found this much more peaceful, tranquil, calming way of perceiving things, really, is what I'm getting. So we're currently gliding along, going with the flow and gliding along. It's like we've almost shut out the noise. We've shut out the noise, the crazy noise that we've been hearing for the last 4.5 years. because we've always known, see, that it was BS and garbage, but now other people are realizing that. So it's kind of allowed us to kind of take that step back. We talk about the art of detachment all the time, and detachment. We're not in it anymore. We're over here, out of it, and just observing it and watching it from afar still, but in a peaceful, tranquil place. And that's why we're getting the glider. All right. And the guides are saying, as awake people, we represent and we highlight the strength of the human spirit and the courage and the it's saying like the rawness, like the raw essence of who we are as human beings, and how that can make a difference to the outside world. We got that song by Peter Garrett from Midnight Oil yesterday, The Outside World, leaving all my problems in the outside world. If you haven't checked out that song, please go check it out. It's a really good song. Midnight Oil and Peter Garrett were a very political band here in Australia, and they wrote about a lot of things. So I'm still getting that. We represent that to the outside world. We represent a frequency, a vibration. And it's almost showing me, like, if you see, say you look at a hill in the distance and there's like an antenna on it with the little flashing red beacon light, but it's actually like what would you call it? A television tower, a radio signal tower, and it has that red light just flashing like this. That's us. We're up on this hill, just like a beacon that's sending signals through our soul frequency vibration. And we talk about, that's why we were the first wave that came through, because we lead by example. We got that a couple of times this week. And it's a frequency. And the more that people wake up and start to see things, the more the frequency continues to rise, guys. All right, let's keep going. Again, I'm getting for these protests, it's the domino effect again. So if UK stands up again, I think it's on the 19th of June. If UK stands up again, it'll start to have the domino effect around the world again. More and more people will stand up. It's like the plasticine. You know, when those plasticine marches started, I think, did they start in the UK? They pretty much started everywhere, really. But they grew en masse across the world. It's the domino effect. It just keeps having that sort of another one. That's what I'm getting. So these protests in the UK will start to have the domino effect, like the Ottawa protest. The rest of the world will start to shift, and the rest of the world will start to wake up and fight back to these crazy things that are being implemented. We know it's crazy. It makes no sense. In the UK, it makes no sense. America, it makes no sense. All these immigrants coming through the borders, we know it makes no sense, because as I always say, they bring the volatile energy with them, and people are very aware of this now, because you've got language barriers, you've got religion barriers, there's a lot of barriers culturally, and that's not saying people can't integrate, but when you do it en masse in large groups, they stick together. It causes separation and division, which we know is pretty much the goal, because it's much easier to control people when they're separated and divided. Oh, guys, just while I think of it too, I'll just let you know, my hubby's mum had a massive stroke this morning. I think she's in hospital, she's okay, but definitely pickied right up, and would have had the FLU jab. And funny enough, I was telling the old guys I sit with in the morning getting coffee, and they've all been sick. I was telling you the other day, they've all been sick. And yes, they all admitted they had the FLU jab, and they all got sick from it. They were actually talking about it, like, why do we always get it when we get the jab? And I went, because they give you a dose of it. Oh, it's so frustrating. But they keep going back and getting it. And then one of them went up and got theirs while we were sitting there. I don't get it. Why are they continuing to picky people and make them all sick? I don't know. It's a mad, mad world, isn't it, guys? That nothing makes sense. I don't get it. I know you guys see all this too, and it's just so frustrating. So fingers, my hubby's mum is okay, but strokes are terrible, aren't they, guys? It's just, she's in her 80s, so she's not young, but still, it's not the point, is it? Strokes can be very debilitating. Okay. I often get this image, guys, and you know that I do. I often get Kermit the Frog on the rock with his banjo, representing us, sitting there playing our banjo, singing Rainbow Connection, alone. We're alone, and the stream's just flowing past gently, and we're in this peaceful place again. I just keep seeing it, and to me, the Rainbow Connection is eventually people will all connect again. This is what the awakening is. It's about reconnecting all the lost souls. I'm getting this, like all the lost souls. People have been lost, who have lost their way along their life's journey. It's this reconnection. I'm getting that rainbow connection, meaning rainbow pretty much signifies happiness, joy. You know, you think of a rainbow after a big storm or something, usually the rainbow comes out and then the sun beams through, this kind of thing. So I'm getting that song Rainbow Connection again for us. Just keep sitting there, guys, playing your banjo and letting everything just sort of flow on past. Again, it's that detached energy. I'm getting that rainbow connection. And the words, if you think about that, someday you'll find me, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers and me, meaning everyone will come together. We will. It just takes time. We may not all be BFFs, meaning best friends forever, but everyone will be more connected on a heartfelt soul level. It will happen eventually, guys. Just a very slow process. Hopefully it'll be in our lifetime, guys. It's so slow, isn't it? So I'm getting that song. I know a lot of you love that song here. It's so cute. The film clip's adorable, isn't it? I love Kermit the Frog. All right. And I often get from that Muppet Show, I know a lot of you watch the Muppet Show, I often get, I can't remember the name of them. I know you guys always give them to me. The guys that sit up in the balcony and heckle all the time, heckle the show, the Muppet Show. Those two old grumpy old men that sit up in it. But like, that's us now. We sit up there and we just like giggle and heckle and laugh at all this, Clown Show 2.0 that's on stage at the moment. I'm still getting that image for us because we just see it as just crazy. We take the mickey out of it. We laugh at it because nothing feels real. It's so surreal. Nothing feels real. Example, the whole Kate and Chucky Raw Kardashian clown show that happened with the carriages. We knew there was going to be the visit in the carriage and the appearance and everything. We said it weeks ago, and there she was. Still got her eyebrows. Still looking normal, like it's her own hair. Do we think it was a facelift? We're not sure. I don't think it's C, because if you had chemo, like a lot of you guys have reiterated, you get tired, you get run down, you get very drawn. Admittedly, she looks super thin, like a pencil. But Chucky doesn't even look like he's lost any hair. I don't even know what to believe, guys. And I know you guys feel the same way, a lot of you, that what the hell is going on here? We don't know. So I'm just getting that. We just take the mickey out of the big clown show, like the two guys in the Muppet Show that sit up in the thing. The old guys, one with the mo and the big sort of round face. We just do. You can't help but take the mickey out of all this because it's just so ridiculous. And it's laughable to us that people still believe this shit and BS that's being fed to them. How? I don't even get it, guys. I don't. And I know you guys probably feel the same way. Like, how do people fall for this shit, honestly? I mean, some of the things that we've heard in the last 4 years is just like... An example would be the Mpox, you know. It just didn't take off. Jab Sender pushed and it never took off, did it? No one believed it. And that was even the people who were getting the picky. They didn't even believe it. Just more idiotness, guys. And there's still more to come. We know it's going to be even more confusing from now till Christmas. We know it is. Be ready for it, guys. The confusion is just brain frying, isn't it? All right. Sorry, sometimes I just got to have a rant. Let's keep going. Oh, I'm getting now that like piggy banks are a thing of the past. Remember when kids would go to the bank and they'd get their little piggy bank or their little like Commonwealth Bank building, or you'd get a soccer ball or something like that to encourage the saving? Well, that's all gone now. All that encouraging kids to save is all gone because kids are going to have nothing to save. We know it's all about being in debt up to your eyeballs. I'm getting that all those basic budgeting skills now in kids is going. They don't even talk about that at schools. I don't think eventually we're even going to have the banking systems in the schools. Remember, you could do school banking. All this kind of stuff's just gone, disappearing. And when you've got no bank frontages and shop front for the banks face to face, you're going to have nothing. Although the kids are so savvy, they'll be able to do it online. But I'm not saying savings is the thing of the past, guys. And I think all of us would agree. If you put your hand up and people said to you, oh, you're saving lots of money, who would put their hand up, guys? Like, oh, yeah, no one. No one has savings anymore. Everyone is just living pretty much, the peasants and Lego people are living week to week. Most people now are living week to week. By the time they pay their bills, pay their food, those little extras like perhaps buying clothes for your children or things, pair of shoes, things you need to do, feed your pets, there's nothing left. So savings is a thing of the past, even with kids. There's no such thing now as like the piggy bank, collect your money and start banking every week. It just doesn't happen because there's no banks for the kids to go to. That's sad, isn't it? I remember as a kid you'd have your piggy bank or your little money box and you'd feel so rich, wouldn't you, when you'd go and bank your $50 or whatever from your, or you'd get your birthday or Christmas money from your rellos or something in a card. Now you can't even send cash in a card because it disappears in the mail. Everything has to be like if you do send something, a voucher, and you have to register it so it doesn't get lost. Like, just goes on and on. All right, let's see if there's one more thing and then we'll pull some cards, guys. I'm still getting it. I'm getting China's rising. I'm still getting Canada, guys. It has to be. There's some movement going on over there. It's swirling in the background. It just hasn't come to fruition yet, but it will. You guys in Canada, I keep saying it, you'll stand strong. You will. You'll stand strong. Oh my God, people really need to. Trudeau needs to go. Isn't that the saying? Trudeau needs to go. Trudeau needs to go. I think we would all agree with that. But I am getting it. I still see China rising. Might take time. Might not see anything till about August. I keep saying that. But that's okay. August, September. Any movement is good movement over there. Because it means that people haven't given up. Sorry, I'm looking at two galahs in the tree. They're so cute. You know, galahs are often in couples, the birds. There's two together on the tree branch out there. They're so beautiful. So Trudeau has to go. Trudeau has to go. All right, how about we pull some cards, guys? Oh. Hey, thanks for all your wonderful comments, guys. And keep your questions coming in for Sandy and I are doing that Finding Stillness. Sandy, my girlfriend that wrote the book Finding Stillness on Amazon. Her pen name is Liliana Riven, if you're looking for it. Please go check her book out. And I have a video that her and I did, I'll leave over here, about how to go about finding stillness, because it's not easy sometimes in this chaotic world. So keep your questions coming in. We're going to do a Q&A on Wednesday. All right, let's pull a Gaia Oracle. Oh, I'm all fogged up, guys. Retreat. We seem to get this an awful lot, don't we, guys? Just stay out of things. Stay away. Don't engage. One of you, I think it was Angie. Was it you, Angie? Someone was telling me about someone still gives them a hard time. Not surprising. Because what happens, and like I said to a lot of you, we trigger in people their pain bodies because we remind them of things they've been through in the last 4 years, etc. So that's why we get retreat a lot of the time, to stay away from people's beast mode, anger, up energy. You don't want to go down that road, guys. Let's pull Adoring Virtue. So retreat just means protect yourself, basically. Stay out of any nonsense. Don't get, oh, that's the wrong set of cards. Don't get, oh no, sorry guys, I pulled the wrong card. That was the Adoring Virtue. Oh, don't worry about me. Now we'll pull a Gaia Oracle. Oh my goodness. Oh. Dogs are both snoring today. They're loud, aren't they? Cold and bleak and wintry. I'm looking forward to summer again already, guys. I miss growing my veggies. Although I've got my broccolini out there. I can cut a bit of broccolini off. The little broccolinis are nice because you can just use them in everything. Stir fries. I've got spinach. A few things grow in these harsh winter environments, don't they? Not a lot, though. Oh, the dream. I've got to cover her because she's nude. Something is revealed, insight, breakthrough. See, perhaps in dreams we'll get messages, insight, breakthrough. Something is revealed, insight, breakthrough. And this could also be around, because I'm looking at the full moon there too, which brings brightness. I'm thinking some things will come to clarity for us. You know how I've been talking about everything's very confusing at the minute? I think we'd agree that it is, and the reset's kind of changed course. Something will be revealed. Interesting. Let's hope. The awakening, like the truth gets revealed to the people waking up. We really need that to happen. You right, Soph? Where are you going? Sophie? You all right? Oh, she had her injection the other day for a grass allergy, so she's not scratching as much now. It does really help her. She can go for 3 or 4 months hard without even scratching. And it's like doggy eczema in her skin. It's terrible. She gets it so bad. She's so allergic to grass. Isn't that weird, a dog allergic to grass? It just sounds so bizarre, doesn't it? Clarity. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in the blue of the sky. Feel a gentle breeze flow through you. There is peace, there is clarity. A magical healing has just taken place, a gift from your guardian angel. See, that's why it's so important, guys, that we don't get all like muddled up and have our judgment clouded and get all confused. Like, even though it's confusing times, it's very important to keep your clarity. That's why we always say, do your spiritual decluttering. Keep learning and growing, keep expanding, keep doing this X-file filing cabinets like the Mulder and Scully, because eventually things will start to make sense. You put things into an order. This is in the filing cabinet of your mind, and then you bring it to the forefront when you need it. You don't want it all sitting here like a big brain mush of, what are these government leaders doing now? Like, even this trip, for example, with this Chinese premier here in Australia, that could be very confusing for people because they're talking about the panda bears and there's all this. It's like they're throwing you off, not the BS detectors, because we know, oh yeah, there's more to this story. They're here looking at resources and this and that, and let's do the feel-good story at the zoo and all this to make it all soft and cuddly. And yet we know it's not. We know it's about getting their mitts on Australia and a chokehold. So we see the real truth, but we don't want to have all this clutter in our head either. We've got to go, right, this is happening. So let's put that over there, and we'll come back to that later. I'll file that under China visit, you know, this kind of thing, not literally, but just we don't want it all just sitting here like a big mush trying to work it out all the time, because it's like one of those mind-boggling teasers. You've got to sometimes step away from things in order for things to make sense. Because sometimes you can be too close to the information too and you can't quite see it. And sometimes you can also come back with fresh eyes as well, if that makes sense too. And you can see things then from a different perspective. Sorry, that's totally confused you probably. All right, I'll see if there's something to finish off with today, guys. This is very confusing times, guys. Even for us as BS detectives who are awake, seeing things, sensing things, knowing things, aware of what's happening, when they change the course of the reset, which to me feels like they have, because I keep getting that image of the train line being changed, it throws everything off. It throws probably not the global elites because they know where it's all headed, but for the average person, it's very, very confusing times, guys. because it's like the outcome is changing. Like the outcome is changing. Let me see if there's something to finish off with today. I'm getting Midnight Oil again, Peter Garrett. I'm getting Beds Are Burning. How can we sleep when our beds are burning? Such a great song, that, when our beds are burning. A lot of meaning in that song. It's pretty much to do with Indigenous people losing their land, but it's also relatable to the awakening process if you think about things being taken off people as well, by government leaders and elites. I am getting that song. Hang on. God, they give me that Neil Finn song again by Crowded House. Don't Dream It's Over. I'm getting that again. There is freedom within, there is freedom without. We got that the other week, but they're just reiterating that. There's freedom within, there's freedom without. So you have freedom wherever you are. It's a feeling inside. It's not something that someone's really giving you, because you can have freedom anywhere that you are because it's a personal choice. So that's what I'm getting for that song. I told you that Crowded House has made another album, guys, which is really awesome. I know a lot of you love Crowded House. Okay, hang on. Oh, they're giving me a Split Ends song. This is Neil Finn and Tim Finn in Split Ends. That was my mistake. I set out to see if I could fall in love again. Oh, that was my mistake. That was my mistake. One by one, I counted on those happy yesterdays. That was my mistake. That was my mistake. I'm getting that. And I think the mistake there is that people thought their life would be coming back after 2 weeks to flatten the curve, guys. And what happened? Gone. We're still here 4.5 years later, and they're still getting topped up with their pickies. Anyway, all right, I'll see if there's one more thing. I'm getting Goite, very famous for his song that I gave you the other day, which was Somebody That I Used to Know. Everybody knows that song. But I'm getting his other song, which is a brilliant song called Heart's a Mess. My heart's a mess. You don't need to mess. Such a brilliant song. Goite, Goyte, Heart's a Mess. I love that film clip and I love that song. It's a black and white film clip. It's a very interesting film clip. Go check it out, guys. It's really out there, but it's a great song. My heart's a mess. And that'll be about the awakening, the hearts cracking open and people having to live from their heart space and going through their emotional journey and dropping the backpack of burdens. Their heart's a mess until it becomes clearer and they get clarity and they feel freer. All right, hang on. Let's see, there's one more thing. That snoring is so distracting, isn't it? Oh, Spocky. He's so loud, isn't he, guys? They're trying to get this song to me, and I'll see if I can't get it. It's by Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. I've got to look it up so that I can give it to you. Kenny Rogers, they're both, it's a country song, isn't it? What is it? Kenny Rogers and Dolly Pardon. Oh, that's it. Oh, I knew. I couldn't think of the song. Islands in the Stream. Islands in the stream. That is what we are. Nothing in between. Where can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world, and we rely on each other. Wow, great words in that song. That's us, guys. Islands in the Stream. Let's go listen to the words of that song today. Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. Oh, there's a tune. Bit of a country tune, guys. All right, on that note, I'm going to leave you today. I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Take care, everybody. I'll say goodbye from the doggos. Bye from... Oh, Sophie's wrecked. And where's Sprocky? He's wrecked. You going to say goodbye, Spock? Hey? Tired boy. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, God. Take care, everybody. Don't forget to keep your questions coming. Like buttons. Please comment. It takes me a couple of days to get back to your comments sometimes because we're often on different parts of the world. You guys going to bed when I'm getting up and vice versa. And please consider subscribing. Lovely to have you here. The channel is growing daily, if YouTube allows it to, that is. I've been here 7 years, guys. And don't forget, I'm over on Rumble too. Go check me out on Rumble. It's very easy. Load up the app and just look for Chrissy Fitzgerald. It's that simple. So thanks for watching me over there as well, guys. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.